Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to welcome and greet all of you, our future leaders from all around the country, our great country, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Also, I would love to welcome Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. He's going to be our sign language interpreter. With that being said, I think we're ready to start our lesson. First intermediate grade, it's first semester. Our subject is English. Our lesson for today is going to be a project. This is my name, is Khulud Saoud. As always, it's my pleasure to have you in my class. Online classroom rules. Before we start, we need to follow some rules. Number one, find a quiet study area and be ready. Make sure you have everything around, your book, notebook, pen or pencil, maybe a cup of water and someone to talk to. Avoid distractions like TV, food and other online resources. Keep strong and positive. Are you ready? Good. So our lesson today is going to be Unit 1, Good Morning, page number 8. Our lesson objectives: students will be able to write lists of formal and informal greetings. What does formal and informal means? Try to think. Formal is used whenever we have a professional situation, like you might be writing an email to your teacher. You need to follow the formal standards, right? And informal, if you are texting or messaging maybe your friend, your family member, you can write in an informal way, okay? But before we go there, let's have a quick review over the unit, because we're almost coming to the end of the unit. So it's really a good idea to have a quick review, and then we come to the project. The first thing we took at the very beginning of the book was listen and discuss. And it was an introduction about the idea of the unit under the name Good Morning. Remember when I told you we have 8 units and each unit has its own theme. And within that theme, we are going to learn the 4 English basic skills: reading, writing, speaking, okay? Listen and discuss. Greetings. Hi, Mom. Good morning. And remember the time of the day? It was 7 a.m. What does that mean? It's early morning. So the appropriate expression to use is good morning, right? Hi, Dad. Good morning. Number 2 took place at 1 p.m. Hello, George. Good afternoon, Mr. Porter. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. Good afternoon, p.m. time. Number 3 was at 7 p.m. Good evening, Mr. Lang. Good evening. And there was a conversation between Danny and Alex. Remember when Alex was using his phone? He was busy, did not pay attention to Danny. Danny said, "Hi, Alex." So Alex did not reply. Then he repeated, "Hello, Alex." Still no reply. "Hello." "I'm sorry." "Hi, Danny. How is it going?" Danny replied with, "Not bad." And we said, "I'm sorry to show regret." Okay? If you did something wrong. Also, we were introduced to the difference between AM and PM, and we said AM is before midday and PM past midday. There is 12 midnight and 12 noon. But how can we tell the difference? Look at the clock here. Remember when it was 6 o'clock and we don't know, is it AM or PM? And we said at midnight, when the hand clock hit at 12, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably you would be at your bed at that time. And at 7 o'clock you would be waking up, maybe at the school. 8, 9, 10, 11, at 12, this is the time where do you do the praying for Salat al-Dhuhr. And then 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3, 4, 5, at that time You might be at the house, maybe doing some homeworks. 8, 9, 10, 11, and then it's a new day, 12 a.m. again. Also, we learned some introductions, how you introduce yourself and how do you introduce others, right? Asma, this is my friend Hanan. Hanan, this is Asma. Nice to meet you, Asma. Nice to meet you too. Hi, my name is Tom. Hello, Tom. I am Michelle, but my friends call me Mike. Sorry, I am Michael, but my friends call me Mike. So this is the appropriate way to introduce yourself. Also, we learned the titles, the appropriate titles if you want to address a lady or a man, the difference between a man and a woman. If you want to talk to a man, you would say Mr. for a married and single person. Women, for Mrs. for a married lady, Miss for a single lady, Miss for married and single lady. Also, we covered the grammar. We talked about the basic verb in English language, be, verb be. And we said with the singular, here is the contraction, the short form of am, John, I, the subject pronoun, plus am, the verb be, your, Sue, you, the subject pronoun, plus are if you want to talk about someone. It could be a man or a woman. He is Bill, he plus the verb be is. She is Mary, she plus is. When you talk about third party, they're not there. Okay. Also for the plural, and we said it could be two or more than two. We are, okay, friends. You are friends. They are friends. And this is the full form. We are, you are, they are. Also the short forms with apostrophes are contractions. Also we talked about the possessive adjectives, my, your, his, her. My name is Fatima. His name is John. Is your name Mona? Her name is Asma, and his for a boy, her for a girl. Also, we were introduced to the intonation, okay? And we said the rise and fall of the voice in speaking is the intonation that will help us to differentiate between a statement and a question, okay? And also we can know the emotion of the person who's speaking in front of us. For the sign language, we said that you can tell with the facial expressions how the other person is feeling. It shows the attitudes and emotions of the speaker, the difference between statements and questions. Listen to the intonation. Remember the intonation of the questions, and we said with WH questions, we are usually looking for a new information. But for yes or no, it's different. Did you tell your mom about it? And what did you think of Mary's story? Let's refresh our memory and listen to this audio.
To the intonation. Did you tell your mom about it? Did you tell your mom about it? What did you think of Mary's story? What did you think of Mary's story?
Alrighty, so we said with rising tone, we're looking for an old information. With a falling tone, we're looking for a new information. Also, we learned some pronunciation. Listen to the intonation, then practice. What is your name? How are you? How is it going? And all of those questions are WH questions. And usually with WH questions, do we have a rising or falling tone of voice. What do you think? Try to remember. I know you know that. Let's listen and figure out.
Page 5. For pronunciation. Listen to the intonation, then practice. What is your name? How are you? How's it going?
Alrighty, so I think you can tell it's a falling tone of voice at the end of each question. As I mentioned, we're looking for a new information. If you're asking what is your name, of course you don't know the name of the person you're asking. Okay, let's go to the next thing. We have learned what are the correct responses. If you say if someone said goodbye, good morning, sorry to you, what's the appropriate response? Good morning, according to the time of the day. Hi, how are you? Your turn. Good job. Fine, thanks. Goodbye. What would you say? Take care. Goodbye. Perfect. Nice to meet you. This is what you say when you meet someone for the first time and you're about to leave the room. So what's the correct response? Nice to meet you too. Good job. Good job. Also, we learned in About You how to ask questions for more information. How do you spell your first name? And how do you spell your last name? What do your friends call you? Do you have a nickname? Number 4, what is your best friend's name? What is your dad's name? And it's a good idea to practice writing your dad's name with the correct spelling in English. What is your brother's name? Of course you know your brother's name, but it's a good idea also to learn how to spell it correctly in English. What is your teacher's name? How are you today? And also there was a conversation that took place at the airport in Spain. Do you remember that conversation? The man who was waiting for a friend with a sign that's written on it, Rick Morgan. He was waiting for his colleague. Are you Rick Morgan? Yes. Hi, I'm Carlos Rodriguez. I'm from your company. Nice to meet you, Carlos. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to Spain. Thank you. So is this your first time here? It's a question. Do you remember? We start with verb be and then we end with a question mark. Yes, I'm very excited. All our colleagues are at the restaurant and a big meal is ready for you. Remember the word colleagues? What does it mean? Good job. Great. I'm starving. Remember that new word too? What does starving mean? Very hungry. The food on planes is terrible. Also, we covered reading. Before reading, what do you say when you meet someone for the first time? Ali and Ahmed. Ali, hi, my name is Ali. What is your name? Nice to meet you, Ali. My name is Ahmed. Are you a new student? Yes, today is my first day here. Welcome to the class, Ahmed. Where are you from? I'm from Abha. Welcome to Riyadh. Thank you. It's a wonderful place. It's a good idea to practice reading, okay? Also in writing, we learn how to match the phrase with the correct response. If you didn't have time to get the correct answer, this is the good time to get the correct answers. The first one was, where are you from? The correct reply was E. I'm from Dammam, looking for a place. Hello, my name is Muna. Nice to meet you. I'm Farah. What is your teacher's name? Her name is Miss Rifa. Are you a new student? Yes, it's my third day here. Goodbye. Letter A, see you later. Welcome to our class. Thanks, you're friendly here. Also in the writing corner, we learned sentences begin with capital letter and end with a period. She is a new student. Her name is Farah. There is a question mark at the end of a question. And also at the beginning of a question, we flip the subject pronoun with the verb be. The verb be comes at the beginning. If we are asking yes and no question, is she a new student? Then a question mark. What is her name? We start with WH question if you're looking for a new information, and then followed by verb be is. We end the question with a question mark. Also for questions with the verb be, the subject and the verb change places. As you can see here, where is Farah from? The verb be comes at the beginning before Farah, and here the subject come at the beginning and then followed by verb is from the ma'am, period. Are you a new student? We start with the verb be are, and then we end with a question mark in a question. And the answer, we start with the correct answer, yes or no, and then I'm a new student, period. So after we have reviewed all the units, I think now you are ready to start your own project. Are you excited? Do you want to know what is the project? Let's see. Unit 1, Good Morning, page 8. Open your book. Number 10, project. Make a list of formal and informal greetings in English. Draw a picture or find a photo for each one. But before we start, my communicators, now we know how to read, write, listen, right? So we know all the skills and we have some information about our unit, Good Morning. I want you to use other resources to find out what does formal and informal greetings mean. You can pause the video and go search and then come back. Okay. Formal means a professional situation. Let's say you're sending an email to your teacher. Informal means situations like you're texting your family member, your mom, dad, friends. So you don't have to follow the formal way of greetings, right? Also, in formal ways, we need to use the appropriate name titles like Miss, Mr., Mrs. In informal situations, there is no need to use such titles if you're texting your friends, okay? Let's look and see. Here is a list of formal and informal greetings. It's a good idea to use a notebook. Go find the suitable picture for each one. Formal, hello. You can start an email with saying hello, and then Mr. or Mrs., the name of your teacher. How are you? This is so formal. Good morning if it's AM time, remember? Good afternoon if you're sending the email noon time. Good evening. It's nice to meet you. If you want to send an email for maybe your professor or your teacher that you just met and you want to look nice and sound nice. How are you doing? Good to see you. Let's look at the informal greetings. Hi, hey, You can send this to a friend, but you can't do it in a formal situation like an email. It's not appropriate. What's up? How is life? How is it going? And did you notice something, my knowledgeable boys and girls? There is an apostrophe here, the short form of a question. It's not there in a formal situation. Did you see the difference? Okay, so it's really good idea to go and find suitable picture for each formal and informal greetings, and you can arrange it and put it in your notebook. So with that being said, I would like to thank you so much for your time and attention. Until I see you next class, take care.